growing up as a child, there's this one thing that till date we still, talk about it and wonder, or when we're being asked, in our 20s, in our 30s, the answer is usually, most for some, a no. So if I asked you now, Ayola,
Okay.
did your parents talk to you about sex? What would your answer be?
No.
Never. Ever.
Okay, wait, my mom.
Okay. So how did that go?
It went well. Not really, but I think the conversation was actually good. It was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had a very nice conversation.
Yeah.
I had a very nice conversation with my mom
Mm-hmm. About what?
about sex.
Okay, like can you remember the conversation? How long ago was this?
I think that was last year. That was last year.
Okay. Okay. Last year. You're in your 20s?
Yes.
Okay, and you only had for the first time a conversation about sex with your mom last year.
Yes.
What led to that conversation?
I was.
If you don't mind sharing, obviously.
No, I don't
Okay,
mind.
all right.
A call came in from me, and it was a guy, my friend.
Huh.
Okay, don't let me give it. My boyfriend.
Okay.
My boyfriend called me.
Yeah.
So she was inside at that moment.
Mhm.
So we were having a discussion.
Yeah.
And then I could see it in her face that this woman is angry.
Huh.
Like, you're talking to a man in my house, in my bedroom,
Oof.
and you feel good about it. But then I just like, okay. But she gave me the time to finish
Making the
whatever
call,
it is I
yeah.
was-
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So then after the whole thing, then she was like, I'm not going to, well, I believe you know what you're doing and you're old enough. I think it's time we have this conversation.
Okay.
Whatever it is you're doing,
Yeah.
whatever it is you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
just be careful and be protected, like protect yourself. And she was like, and I'm not saying you should do anything, I'm just telling you to you should be able to tell me things, talk
Yeah.
to me, let me know. And then she asked me this question.
Huh. Have you done it before?
How do you know that?
Really?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, so
Then she asked me, are you still my girl? Like,
are you a virgin? Of course, yeah.
And I told her, can we skip that and let's continue whatever it is we're talking about?
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, I know you're an adult now. I'm not going to say you don't know what sex is. Besides, you have friends and you have telephones. You go on internet, you
Yeah.
watch stuff.
Yeah.
But just be careful. That's the only thing. Then the conversation
Okay.
was sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so you think for you now that conversation was an okay sex conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
My mom.
Okay. All right. Do you think your dad? Do you have brothers?
Yes.
Do you think your dad must have had conversations with them?
No.
She's like, no, my days. Okay, if you just tuned in, Girlish right now on City 105 on FM. My name is Ttarra, and you just heard Ayola explain to us the way her sex conversation with Mom C went. Do so by checking in with us on WhatsApp 090991644403. You can call us up 070010511051. I mean, as a parent right now, you can share with us ways that you plan on having that conversation with your children if you haven't, and if you have, let's know how it went for you. Did they ask questions? Did you answer their questions? And of course, as an adult that you are today, let us know if you've had that conversation and how you feel about it. And also, if you've not had the conversation, what you make of it. Do you think it's an okay thing that conversation was not had? 070010511051. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hey, good evening. What is your name?
I'm Omotoke.
All right, Omotoke, good to have you here. Talk to us.
Okay, when I was small, my parents never told me or educated me about
Sex.
like sex education. But what my dad usually do, whenever my dad sees me with any male friend,
yeah.
I will not see it.
Whoa.
Like, just, what are you doing with guys? What are you doing this? That was the only thing. And I separated myself from male friends right from that day because it beat the out of me. So and I think that's not the best way to teach your children
Yeah.
about sex education.
Okay.
So
That
I'm
is
a
not
mother
the best
now.
way, yeah?
Yes, I'm a mother now.
Okay.
So I will not want to do that to my children. I
Right.
just educate them in a proper way. These children of nowadays, you have to take them with soft and iron hand. That iron hand
At the end of the day.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
All right. Fiona, how you doing?
I'm good, T. How you
All
doing?
right, I'm good. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, how was your weekend?
It was okay. I was a bit unwell during the weekend.
Uh-oh, are you better
it's pretty
now?
chill. Yeah.
Sorry. Is it typhoid? Because I think that's what's been running around.
No, it's not.
Oh, Bele. But welcome back. So yeah, I mean, of course, as you know, we're talking about, sex and sex education from our parents, basically, especially for the girl child. Almost everything about it, how it was for you. Did you ever have that? Do you feel okay that you did not have that? How did you get to, learn about sex at the end of the day? Is all the conversations we're having today. So do you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
So I don't think I had like a proper conversation with my mom, like a proper. You know how when you're a child growing up, they're like, oh, if a man touches you, if a boy touches you, you get pregnant. Stuff like that. But I kind of knew that that's not exactly how it works, because I think my mom got to explain to me that when she was younger, that's what she was being told, but it's not necessarily that way.
Yeah.
But we didn't have like a proper conversation, because when you're growing up, they just tell you to keep away from boys, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then suddenly when you grow up, they're like, they expect you just to know these things, and I'm like, okay, how did we go from don't ever do it to okay, if you're doing it, be careful or stuff like that, because we didn't have like a proper conversation, but just passive comments here and there.
Okay,
that was that. Hey, be careful. I know you're probably, but be careful if you are.
Wow. Okay, moms, call us up right now and let's know why you did not sit us down and talk to us about sex. Like, what was the issue? Go. Let us know today. Otherwise, tell us how you've been able to talk to your girl child, most especially about sex in our world of today. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Ttarra.
Hi, is this Charger?
Yeah, this is Ttarra.
All right, Charger, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, I mean, you're a father, yeah?
Yes, I'm a father.
Okay.
I have two little girls, child.
You have what now?
Two little girls.
2 little girls. Okay. What's your plan?
Okay. I've always loved the girl child.
Okay.
Even before I got married.
Yeah.
I told God, look, I want my first child to be a girl, and every other one can be a boy. Or the boy child.
You've just always wanted to have a girl child.
Yes, and I got 2 girls. My first child, twins. So, having a girl child, I plan to have a very good relationship with my girl. Very, very good. I don't want to be like my father. My father then was very, very, very strict on my sisters.
Okay.
Very strict. And I have never seen them discuss anything sex. Both my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
Never started anything. All they know is that we don't want to see with boys.
Yeah.
But what will happen if you engage yourself with a boy, they were never told. So they saw that my sisters grew up to know that my parents were just being harsh on them for no reason. They will get married someday. So you need to educate a girl child, especially about sex. And that's what I plan to do with my girl child,
Okay.
my children. I want to be very close to them, that they will feel free to discuss anything, not just about sex, anything. So parents must learn how to be close to their children, draw them through, talk to them, ask them questions, engage them, so you can get to know them better, not just being harsh or being strict. It will help. Because what you don't teach them at home, they will learn it outside.
Right.
If you don't learn it outside, they will learn it on social media. They will be exposed to so many different vices. So the work is on us, the parents, to actually tell our girl child see them set a decision at the earliest possible stage.
All right, Charger. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Alrighty, 7:20 p.m. This is Girlish on City 105 on the FM. Do not go anywhere.
City 105.1 FM, your number one lifestyle station.
About sex education, the conversations that we've had with our parents growing up. How did it go for us? Do you want to share it? Let us hear it. 0700-1051-1051. Leave messages on WhatsApp 0909-916-4403. I have Fiona and Bukola as well. So ladies, I'm sure you've come across videos, clips on social media where you have like maybe a mom or just a clip of a boy or girl child saying having a conversation with their mom, talking about how did the baby get into their tummy, how did you have me, basically. I mean, I've seen a lot. So I'm just like, okay, if you were the mom, how would you answer such a question if your child's asking you about such a thing? Have you ever thought about it? Or maybe just generally, like, how would you even have a sex conversation with your child? And at what age do you plan to, if you actually take this seriously?
Okay, so there's this particular video I've seen as well where they ask the girl, what part of your body is this? What part of your body is
right?
that?
Yeah.
Who's allowed to touch you there? Who's not allowed to?
Nice.
So I feel like, I'll definitely want to do that with my kids. So, right from when they're really young, because I feel like parents are scared to have these conversations because they don't want to spark a certain curiosity. They don't want to be the one to spark that curiosity.
Yeah.
But the truth is, with or without that conversation, that curiosity is there.
Definitely.
So if I have a child, or when I have a child,
yes, when, please?
Yeah, when when I have a child, I definitely want to let my child know right from when she's really young, he and she, when they're really young, basically, to ensure that they are aware. Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't learn it outside and learn the wrong things. Yeah. I want to be the one to start that conversation.
And also, like, teach them that it's okay to ask me
Consent.
questions. Like when they have conversations with their playmates outside, they come back home and they're comfortable enough to actually ask the mom or dad questions about
a safe space, a non-judgmental space.
Definitely.
Because I feel like with our time, our parents just made it like it was straightforward. Don't do this, don't do that, and it didn't seem like we could come back with questions. It just seemed like it was a law. Just take it and walk with it. But I want to make my child feel like it's a safe space, it's a non-judgmental zone. You can always come to mom to talk about these things.
Okay, so in essence, you would agree that having these conversations with your child is important.
Oh, it's so important.
Okay,
it's so important.
Okay, then I don't know if you're kidding here because you're laughing. You say we boys too. Our parents told us not to let girls touch us. Yeah, I think that's what he said, that his parents.
Men always want to be involved to where they're not. Like, stop it. That's just...
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sure.
he's laughing. He has the emoji there. So I'm like, I can't take you seriously now because, you're not sounding serious. But okay, it's fine if they told you not to, because I don't know what a girl would do to you. Okay.
Do you know what, though? I wish they did have those conversations.
Actually.
More, because I think one of the things that gets... really brushed under the rug is how many young boys were like molested by women, and like,
very true.
It's weird because they're like, oh yeah, like I had sex when I was 8, bro. You were molested. But they don't see like that. It's for them, it's more seen of a badge of honor because they're told that that's the way it should. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're a man.
You're a man.
Like, the conversations need to be different because it also affects them as they grow and the way they present themselves to women moving forward. Yeah. It's traumatic and they don't even know they're traumatized,
That's very true. What you just said now, it's like when they're now in their 30s, that's, trauma begins to
show itself.
And it's like, no.
It doesn't need to be like that. So I think the conversations with men does need to happen. And back to what Fiona said earlier, like, a girl doesn't get pregnant by herself. The conversation about, like, okay, for example, with a girl, you're allowed to say no. The conversation needs to boys need to also understand the meaning of no. Like, consent goes both ways. Do you understand? And so they need to be able to understand, okay, this is how you treat a girl. Yeah. This is how you don't force yourself on a girl. Do you know what I mean? Because those conversations are hard enough. It's more, well done, my son.
Right.
Nah.
0700-1051-1051. So Bukola, you want to answer us how you intend to, like, basically what the conversation will look like?
I think for me, definitely from young, I want to have the conversation with them about their anatomy and their body parts, because at the end of the day, it's your body and it's only yours that's going to be. So I want you to be aware of that body. And I think knowledge, kids underestimate how smart kids are, and they underestimate their level of understanding, but they do understand. They may not have the words necessarily to express it the way maybe we as adults might.
Definitely.
But they understand if you explain to them.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to teach them about their body, and I think naturally that will flow as they grow older into a conversation about sex.
Yeah.
I don't have any kids now, so I can't say, at this age or that age, but I think if I were to use my life experience as a barometer, I would say probably around like age 8, 9, I would start talking to them about sex, especially my female children, because it's funny, me and a friend were having a conversation the other day. A few people have actually said it, even on Twitter, which is, so when I don't know if this happened here, but when we were younger, like in like the UK, you'd be walking down the road, all these men would be trying to talk to you, they'd be whistling at you, pretty girl, smile, they'll be wanting to come and talk to you. Okay, now as I've grown up, you are not smiling at me again, no. You're not whistling at me again, you're not asking me to come and be smiling. So do you know what I mean? And when you think about it, it's very perverted. When you're young, they're going after you like hounds.
It goes as bad as them touching you.
Do you understand? From young. And I can remember like being such a young girl and having this happen to me.
Yeah.
And like, I consider that might happen to my kids as well.
Yeah.
So I want them to be aware of exactly what the world looks like. That includes the sexuality of it all, So I would say probably around 8 or 9 I definitely would start, maybe not having like a deep in detail conversation, but something so they understand
the basics. I mean, you're growing up, so you should know these things as you're growing up, and then as you grow older, we continue the conversation.
You have certain body parts that are supposed to be private. People are not supposed to touch you there. Things like that.
Definitely. Okay. Call us back. Apologies if you've been trying to reach us or send in messages. Probably network. I mean, who else can we blame? 0700-1051-1051. Sex education. Have you had that conversation with your parents just yet? How did it go? Is it a no? Is it a yes? Do you wish you did? I mean, everything that you want to say about this, you can, chip in right now. 0700-1051-1051. Girlish on City 105 on FM. Stick around.
City 1051 FM. Your number one lifestyle station.
It's been amazing having this conversation. I hope that parents have been able to, jot some things down. So when they have babies, when they have kids, this is not a problem. Like, don't make it seem awkward. Don't make it seem like, a job. It is like really easy to talk about sex because this is your child. You birthed this person. It should be easy to have any conversation with them. Don't wait till they're all grown up and then they're already laughing when you're bringing it up, like, oh, mom, you don't have to talk about this with me. And at the end of the day, just talk about sex with your children as young as they are. My parents never set me down for a formal sex talk. Instead, my parents, mostly my mom, answered any question that I asked in a matter-of-fact way. They held nothing back. I don't think I needed it, but I am proud of them for that. That's okay. That's okay. And Charlotte here says, well, my parents did teach us when we were 9. Oh, see? Great. Amazing stuffs. And let's see. Okay. I'm still mad at my dad for this one. He totally ruined my favorite ice cream parlor. Not sure what that means, but okay.
Oh, I think he probably took her to the ice cream parlor to talk about sex. Like, sometimes people will be like, okay, we're going on a special outing, and then no. Sit you down and talk about the birds and the bees.
That sucks. But yeah, okay. And this one here says, I think I was maybe 13, 14 at the time, and I had that conversation with my mother, which she herself initiated. It was uncomfortable for me and for her as well. She explained things that I haven't discussed before, how I should use protection and use birth control and so on at 13. With her, I can discuss sex and anything related to it, but I never had and probably will never have a conversation like that with my father. he knows that I am responsible and won't do anything stupid. So he doesn't ask and doesn't comment on it, which suits us both. Okay. Thank you so much for being a part of Girlish today. Thank you. Of course, we're back again next week for another episode, and that is every Monday from 7 p.m. Okay, keep it a date with us. That's myself, Fiona, and Bukola. Thank you for coming through, Bukola. Fiona had to go take a leak, and you would tell us where we follow you on social media so people can put a face to the name.
So you can follow me on @ibukola on Instagram. That's IBUKOLA. And in Fiona's place, I believe
the Fiona Davis.
The Fiona Davis.
Yeah.
So that's THEFIONADAVIES.
That is right. Thank you so much. _TTARRA is how you can find and follow me on social media, and of course your number one lifestyle station everywhere at City 1051. Do not go anywhere. You know the drill. The Super Drive Time Show with Casey and myself continues right about now.